Hey, how's it going? And today I just wanted to do a relatively quick video about learning Unreal Engine in 2024. I've been studying Unreal Engine for a while now, more than maybe 3 years. Every day I'm learning something new. I don't feel like I am ever really know it, and it's almost like the more I learn, the less confident I sort of feel because I know I kind of learned that how much more I don't know as I learn even more. I've been seeing some stuff around and I just thought I would throw this out there just for people that might be new to learning Unreal Engine. And I've done a tutorial like this in the past, but I just wanted to update it for 2024. I'm not really going to make too many specific recommendations. They're just general concepts. Let's come into my little Mall of America here. I don't have sprint on this, so we got to kind of walk slowly. So, my first point here with Unreal Engine is, let me go into, can I go into full screen? Is it too late? No, okay. Oh look, my feet are sinking in the ground. Where to learn Unreal Engine? Unreal Engine itself. Unreal Engine has a ton of free quality assets. There's no reason to really pay for anything if you're resourceful. You just go to the Unreal Epic Games website, go to one of the forums. I mean, if you look up the verse programming language, for instance, they have everything you need to know about the verse language is all out there with project files and everything. If you go onto Unreal Engine on YouTube, there's probably more videos and free content that you could watch in a lifetime. It would take you a lifetime to watch it all. And the best thing is, it's coming straight from Epic Games, so there's no question that they vetted the information and that what you're hearing is probably accurate. Even though it may become outdated, a lot of it is still relevant. There's also a course done by Shaun Foster, and he received a grant, and that's Shaun with the Shaun Foster. Look it up on YouTube. He has an older course. It's on Unreal Engine 4, but a lot of what he goes in there, it's called the Foundations course, and that's free too. But he got a Epic grant for that. So Shaun Foster, Unreal Engine itself, I would say that's the best place to start, especially if you're tight on money. So what's my next point? Oh, and this is kind of my reason why I did this is be very wary of learn quick courses. Like if a course says, master Unreal Engine in 5 hours, they had those books like learn something in 24 hours, and then you find out it's in 24 chapters, and then one chapter might take you 2 hours to get through. It's kind of misleading. I'm wary of courses that say stuff like that because it's honestly, maybe you're going to get a general introduction, but and usually those courses I think tend to be more in the several $100 range. So I would be very wary of courses saying that, yeah, you're gonna master this in just a week or two or a weekend or 3 weekends or something like that. It's just not going to happen. You're going to get a good overview probably, or maybe a basic introduction. You're only going to be scratching the surface. So it's, to me, it's almost like false advertising when people say you're going to learn it so quick. And so it's a lifetime pursuit, and honestly, it takes months to years to learn Unreal Engine. There's just so much to know. Even if you just specialize, there's a lot to know. And then it's constantly changing. Even if you do know it, it's changing all the time. Like if you look with character animation right now in Unreal Engine, they just have motion matching just came out, and that's completely upending everything because you won't even need animation blueprints anymore. So I mean, it's just a moving target. You're never done. But be wary of courses that say, hey, you're going to learn this so fast, it's going to blow your mind. It's not going to happen. My next recommendation is try before you buy. There's a lot of courses and they really have like slick promotional materials, and I've seen some of these sites and it gets me excited, because they're just, yeah, it gets you all pumped up and hyped up. And I can say, having bought some courses in the past, that I felt like I've been ripped off. And I paid for one course one time, and I think it was like maybe 12 hours of content, and it came out to be very expensive per hour, and I did not feel that it was worth the money at all. If I had been able to sample the content before I took that class, I think I would have changed my mind about taking the class because it was an investment of money. I see both sides of it. I understand that, if you have somebody that's a knowledgeable, reputable person in Unreal Engine, their time is worth their knowledge that they're sharing is worth something. So I don't expect them to teach for free, but but then again, I don't want to help pay for their Ferrari either. Anyway, try before you buy. Some of the best places offer free or sample courses, and especially on YouTube, you'll see people that they'll have free tutorials that they'll offer, and you can tell by watching their tutorial the level of sophistication, how much they know, if they're following best practices, and so you can kind of get a sense of how good of a teacher this person is and how knowledgeable they are before you buy the course. But if you have no sample content to go from, then I would be wary of those too. If there's no way to sample a course or check out the teaching style before you buy. And if you can't try before you buy, I would be leery of that. I wouldn't do the whole get your money back thing either, because then you're out the money and you got to try to get it back through your credit card, and who knows what red tape there is. I think I have one more note here up on the wall. Oh, excuse me. It's right here. And I think this is my main advice here. If you are going to purchase a course, I was going to say, for instance, I saw one course that I looked very reasonable to me. I think it was under $100, and I think it's Smart Poly, and they actually meet the criteria for some of the things I'm saying. He has a lot of good tutorials out. He gives you sample content, and then I think he's got a more advanced multiplayer course, and I want to say I'm not affiliated with him at all, but I think his course is like $60 or something like that. But so that's not a bad course, I would think, to get. But if you were going to do that, let's say you're going to buy somebody's course, don't buy anybody else's course. Finish that course first before you go and buy any other course. Because what's going to happen is you're going to take a course, you're going to buy a course, and then you're going to find out it's not quite for you, or you already know it, or whatever. You get bored, or you just, life happens and you just forget about it. And then all of a sudden you see another course that looks great. And then before you know it, and this has happened to me, that you're going to have 20 paid courses and you haven't even scratched the surface of any of them. If you are going to buy a program, just buy one at a time and make a promise to yourself that you're not going to buy another program until you finish that one. So it's a lot like eating your vegetables, Even if it's unpleasant, go ahead and do it. And then the other thing is, be sure to shop around. Don't just fall for the first slick promotion you see. You'll regret it. You're going to get something that falls way short of expectations, and you're going to find out what I'm saying is true, that yeah, it was a 3-week course and you learned like 3 weeks worth of stuff, and you realize there's a whole world of stuff you still don't know, and you're kind of back to where you were, and maybe you have this little bit of knowledge, but it's not enough to do that much with. So anyway, I didn't mean to rant too much, but I just want people to be careful in what they buy. And if you are going to buy, do like what I said, try before you buy, shop around. And if you do end up buying a program, just buy that program and don't get another one until you finish that one, because otherwise you're going to end up with a ton of other programs. So anyway, I hope you found this helpful. Take care, have a great day, and I'll talk to you next time.